Hello everybody, Destroyer here, and welcome back to another cast of the Rise of the Witch King, patch 2.02, version 5.0.1. Today we have a 1v1 on Fords of Isen II, and our players today are Otto, who is also known as Archangel, as Goblins there, and we have AlexisOnFI, who is also known as Cam. So I'll be calling them, well, I'll be calling him Cam because it's shorter than that, and then I'll call him Otto just because it's easy to say. But yeah, we have an Isengard versus Goblins, so this should be a good matchup. Both these players are very good. I've featured both on my channel a few times here and there, undoubtedly. So this should be good nonetheless. Looks like Otto is opening with a Goblin Cave there. Let's take a look at powers purchased there. Cam has gone for Creebane. He's going for a Wildman. What is it called? Clan Studying Start, of course. After 2 furnaces. And then he's getting his 3rd furnace there. Cam going for a 2nd Goblin Cave. Immediately getting some Goblin Warriors out, of course. As you want the spam to get going as soon as possible as the Goblins. Or really any spam team, to be honest. It looks like he is sending a builder to the far right of the map. So Otto possibly looking to get a forward mine over here somewhere, maybe? Possibly over here, maybe? Or maybe not. Don't know. I guess we'll see what happens with that. Anyway, let's go back to observing both players here. Looks like some Goblins will be moving across the ford here very shortly. Although Cam is ready with some of his own guys. He does have some Wildmen of Dunland. Immediately put in an aggressive stance. And the Goblins will be moving down this way. There's nothing over here, so he won't have anything to pillage over that way. Fortunately for Cam. Cam has not gone across the ford yet to attack. He's probably looking for either some Goblin Warriors or a forward mine. I'm sure he knows the Goblins are coming. He does know what his opponent is, obviously. This is version 5.0.1, so even if they were going random, he could see what the team was. You know Goblin Warriors are coming regardless. Seems the Goblin Warriors actually get behind the Cave Troll and manage to pick it off. And he will get the gold and the power points from that, which is great for him. And he can also build that tunnel that I was talking about right there. It is a thing a lot of players do. Pretty good spot to put a tunnel, or a farm in general. And now the Cave Troll is homeless. He'll be standing there for a while. And these Goblin Warriors will fend off these Wildmen, or attempt to at least. And Wildmen are definitely going to have trouble here. Wildmen are obviously stronger than Goblins, but Goblins have the numbers, of course, in their advantage. So Creebane have been deployed to weaken the amount of damage and health the Goblin Warriors are doing. What do the Goblins go for? The Goblins went for War Chief, of course. And Cam going for Warg Riders very quickly. Great choice, as that easily counters all these Goblin Warriors. So those Goblin Warriors are not going to be able to harass nearly as well. And of course, since he has his Creebane out here, he's going to send them over here to try and help out these Wildmen, or get some scouting information. One of the two. Probably do a little both. Seems they will help out a little bit, but they will be picked off by the fortress, of course. Meanwhile, some Goblins are pouring in from the river there. Cam immediately stopping what he was building and moving his guys. Where's Warg Riders go? I wonder. There they are. Coming down to deal with this threat. Meanwhile, his base seems to be okay. Otto has Spiderlings now, which should help counter cavalry, as what they are. They've been buffed to help counter cavalry a little bit. So that is a good thing to keep in mind now. They're not as weak as they once were. So they're not totally useless. They're actually pretty good for that kind of thing. And Cam does lose a furnace there to these Goblin Warriors. You have the war chant on them. which is unfortunate. You don't want to lose your furnaces, of course. And the goblins will be pushing north as well, trying to fight off these wildmen. Spiderlings are incredibly fast as well. And I believe they can go through tunnel systems just as well. I'm not positive about that, but I believe I just saw him pull them out. I wasn't paying attention. And I don't remember, if I'm honest. But regardless, let's see how good they actually do here. I mean, they're not going to do very well against the Wolf Riders, as the Wolf Riders have the Howl ability, which makes them incredibly powerful. Although the Spiderlings do have the Poison, which is the activated ability now, which is great. I used to hate the fact you had to purchase poison sacks, venom sacks for your Spiderlings. No one ever did that. There should never be anything in the game, generally speaking, that you should just never use because it's stupid. Like poison sacks for Spiderlings used to be. Now it's an ability you can actually make use of, and I feel that is a great change. But anyway, it seems Goblins are continuing to make their way into Cam's base. So Otto doing a good job of getting his army in here. Though there's some Spider Riders up here as well, taking out these Wildmen quite easily. Spider Riders obviously a great counter to Wildmen, as I can just run through and kill them quite easily. Spiderlings actually pretty good against Wildmen as well. Although Spiderlings aren't the tankiest things, they do pretty good damage to them. But in a straight up fight, it doesn't look like they can outnumber them. Or outkill them, I should say. Whatever. But he did manage to get it away, so actually the banner carrier survived, and he can regenerate, which is good. We do have 2 battalions of Warg Riders out now. That's going to make things difficult for the Goblins, although he does have Spider Riders to help deal with that. Although Warg Riders obviously are better than Spider Riders in a one-on-one fight, I believe, because of the Howl. And they just might be generally better, I'm not sure. I think the armor of the Spider Rider is weaker, as you might imagine. It is a goblin on top of a spider. Let's take a look at Otto's base here. He's continuing to get Spider Riders. He has 2 goblin caves. And I'm sure he's expanding as well. He's got tunnels all over the place here. Has he expanded south yet? No, not quite. We do have a Sharku out in the field though, which will be quite useful indeed. Seems whatever Warg Riders were on the field are now dead. So the Spider Rider's actually winning that battle, apparently. Probably with the help of these poison blades and such. But with Sharku around, things will be a bit different. Sharku is pretty good for countering Spider Riders. And those. Goblin Warriors, of course. But Goblins are just so strong, it's just difficult to deal with them, no matter what, really. In this patch, from what I've seen, from what I've read, Goblins just seem to be the strongest faction out of all the factions now. They were already pretty strong before, but now they're definitely strong. Something may need a little tweaking in the future, but for now, it will be how things are. And he's doing a good job of killing off the Spider Riders there. The wargs are surviving, but the poison is doing its damage. It won't quite kill that guy. Oh, will that guy actually live? Nope, he died. Unfortunate for him. Seems Otto's base is quite fine. And Cam's base is being raided by Spider Riders. Or Spiderlings, I should say. Spiderlings and Spider Riders now. Does not quite have enough troops to deal with that are quick enough. That is another problem that Isengard has in this matchup, is Spiderlings, Spider Riders are quite fast. Even Goblin Warriors are pretty fast. But they don't. Isengard doesn't really have anything fast besides the Spider Riders or the Warg Riders. I guess Warg Packs maybe, but no one ever seems to use Warg Packs. I've only seen them used once or twice. Not really any clan war games, which I think this is a clan war game if I'm not mistaken. But things are not looking good for Cam, no doubt. He did lose that furnace, he did lose that plant setting, and now he may not have enough to deal with this Wildman summon that was thrown on by Otto with the war chant on top of his army. As that is very powerful. Wildmen do a lot of damage to structures, so it gives him the money, which is always so nice, I imagine. And it looks like Cam has been defeated, or AlexisOnFI, wherever you prefer. But yeah, Otto, Archangel, taking that win with the Goblins there quite nicely. Good macro, and good play overall to both players, I'd say. But well played to the winner of that, of course. We had a slight advantage as being Goblins, but nonetheless still played very well indeed. So, shorter game, but I hope you guys enjoyed that nonetheless, and I will see you in the next cast of the Rise of the Witch King patch 2.02 version 5.01. See you next time.
You cannot hide. I see.